All right, guys. So when last we left, the party was a little haggard, but they were making their way back to Bogtown, and to kind of rest, recuperate, resupply a little bit, and then kind of figure out what they were going to do from there. Just to let anyone who's listening to this know, I just did resupplying off camera because I didn't want to, bore everyone with all them buying stuff. But the party did resupply themselves. So we will go ahead and kind of jump back in. All right. So let me pull you guys over to the map of Bogtown. So I never had one of these before. So you should be able to see it now. Can everyone see Bogtown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right. So you guys have been staying at least one night. Basically, when you came into town, they did charge you because they charged 10 gold per, adventurer, and you guys reek of adventurer. They also charged 15 for anyone that's heavily wounded because, they don't need a bunch of wounded people here. So they charged 15 for your heavily wounded compatriot. And the city kind of lives up to its Bogtownian name. It's kind of a little backwoodsy. Everything here, all the wood and all the stuff is kind of swollen with humidity. Everything has a little bit of moss or has a little bit of just in general growth upon it. It's a little kind of grimy, and and the clientele of the city don't look exactly up to like Helix or Ironguard Motte standards. So this is a different kind of people. These are a little bit more hardy people, and they live a little closer to the land. And it's been an awful long time since you've been here, at least in your reckoning. So in order for you guys to get a room, there's only one place in town that does it. It's a bar/inn, and it is over here in number 2. Hold on, I can't get my selector. Right there, number 2. It is called the Tasty Troll. So the Tasty Troll is where you guys are staying. And they are fetching 2 gold a night for room and board.
How much was it in the capital? 5 gold or?
Capital was, about 5 gold a night. So it's just, it's a little...
Arnie would like to go to the tavern, get some ale.
Okay. You can definitely, like I said, this is kind of an all-in-one. So you're definitely there.
What is number 1?
Number 1 is the barracks. So it's a guard tower / barracks that the town has.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go to the tavern and just see about renting a room for a night.
Okay. So when you guys head into the tavern, it's not terribly too busy. There's just a handful of people that are in there. Let me see. Here we go. So you guys should see a picture.
Oh, hello.
So you see this guy's basically sitting at the bar, or behind it. Basically, he's kind of wiping it down. And
Arnie sees no picture.
Arnie doesn't see a picture?
No. Ah, yes.
Okay. So he probably looks to be in probably his late 40s or early 50s. He's probably standing somewhere around 5'4", 5'5". He's got a slender build. He has a behind the bar. There's like a sword, basically, that's kind of being kept over the bar, and he seems to be just talking to a couple of guys that are near him. And when you guys walk in, he kind of like looks up, and then kind of like kind of gives like a breath, like, "Oh my god, now I'm gonna have to work," and kind of heads to the middle of the bar as you guys walk in, and he's like, "How can I help you?"
Just for context, isn't like early 50s basically just about dead in this time period?
No, people. The big thing is the reason that the age, and we're going to put that in quotes, it was considered so low, like, oh, people died in their 40s and 50s. It's because they're doing an average of ages. Most people didn't make it out of like 1, 2, or 3. So if you do the average age of the person who dies, a lot of people died when they were really, really young. So therefore, that kind of brings the median age down. A lot of times, if you made it past childhood, you would probably live to a reasonable age. I mean, he's no spring chick, but I'm talking. He's not like. He doesn't look like he's in terrible shape.
I step forward and I ask, how much for 3 rooms?
He kind of like
Arnie would like to sit at the bar and get a drink, and while that's happening,
he's like, "What happened to you? You look like the right end of Charlie's ass over there."
I had a bad run-in with. I had a bad run-in with a few miscreants and a firebomb.
A few miscreants and a firebomb, hey? Well, I wouldn't recommend doing that anymore. But then again, you can't get much uglier, can you?
Quite right.
Anyways, if you want to stay here, it's 2 gold. 2 gold for a night, and you can have some of the common supper.
Okay. You guys want me to just pay for you?
Sure.
So I hand over 6 gold for 2 rooms, or for 3 rooms.
Okay. So you pull out your money bag, put it on the counter, and start counting out a couple coins.
Arnie would like to ask what if anybody is liable to give work around here.
He looks over at you. He's like, "What the hell are you?"
Some would call me a snork, a snake orc.
You want me to call you a snork?
No.
He's like, "Jesus Christ, this is the ugliest motley crew I've ever seen in my life."
Well, I mean, isn't Tasso like a normal dwarf?
Yeah, and dwarves are the prettiest people. He does look at you.
I have good charisma, okay?
He looks over at you, Tasso, and he's just like, "Do you own these 2?"
Might as well be.
It's like, whatever you paid was probably too much.
The bright side is I don't pay them.
Arnie gets offended.
It's like, they should pay you.
What, for having to stare at our ugly mugs all day?
Something like
don't
that.
they're my meat shields.
Okay. Well, one of your meat shields is a little well done.
As long as
Bit on
what
the
you mean.
crispy side.
He's like, well, why don't I? And he goes and grabs three, pretty clean mugs, and he like pours off like three beers basically, and hands them out to the three of you. He's like, here you go. That's included with your room. So,
Thanks.
my name's Alzo Deneth. He's like, if you need anything, I'm, owner and proprietor of this here lovely establishment.
Thank you.
So, and then he'll go and sit back down, go back down the bar towards the end of it where he was talking with two guys, and he begins talking with them again.
Is there anyone else?
There's a couple what I would call your typical tavern drunks that are here that are just kind of either they're wasted and they're just kind of they've got a half a mug of beer and they're nursing it probably because they don't have any more money and they're just sitting in the corner and they're not really talking to anyone. But there's it's not a lively crowd. Y'all were getting here. If I remember correctly, you guys were getting here probably around 3 or 4 o'clock. So it's not really dinner time. It's not really lunch time. So it's just kind of a slower period.
What's that hole in the middle of the town?
What is it? You don't know. It looks like a mine, but you don't know. So, but you did walk by it to get into the place.
Yeah.
What I want to do is kind of walk around the tavern and kind of talk to any of the patrons and have a good time.
Okay, you can definitely carouse and have a good time with them and things like that. Are you trying to find out anything in particular, or are you just trying to carouse?
The only thing I'm really looking for is just anything about the town or the area, per se.
You got to be a little more specific than that.
Okay. I guess two big things? So work stuff, creatures around the area. Actually, one more thing. And the mayor of the city.
Oh, the mayor?
Yeah.
That you can get out of them because what is it? They're like, oh, Anguson? Anguson's, he's all right, I guess. He's, he's here. I don't know if exactly he's, the most qualified person. Yeah, I'm just a town drunk. What do I know? But,
Sorry. I thought you were...
The one that said that, I'll kind of be like, can I get you a drink?
I always want a drink.
I'll get a drink for him.
Okay.
Arnie would like to host a drinking contest if that's possible.
I tell you, there's not a lot of people here to drink against.
Man.
So, like I said, it's just not the right time of day for it.
Could Arnie put around flyers?
Where will you get the paper?
Yeah, I'm talking flyers and paper are expensive. So
Okay.
That's kind of what
is there someone in town who can look at the runes that I took from the wall?
Who are you asking?
I waved back the bartender.
Galzo.
Yeah, Alzo.
He's like, yeah.
Is there anyone in town that knows runes or something of the like?
Why don't you show me what you got, and I'll tell you, who might know.
I show him some of the papers with covered in runes.
He looks at it. He's like, "Where'd you get these?"
That's not the question we asked.
It was a crypt, maybe a mile into the bog. I'm lying,
Okay.
basically.
He's like, "What? Like, you? Are you talking about the Barrowmaze? Because that's not a mile away."
No, we kind of stumbled upon it. Well, it wasn't in the swamp. It was more in the forested area. It was on the edge.
A mile from here. That's what he says. In the swamp.
How far is the that place from this place?
What place from what place?
That where we were, where I got this from.
Probably about 5 to 7 miles, somewhere in that area.
Then I'm correcting myself to that.
He's like 5 to 7 miles in the swamp.
No, in the forest, about right on the edge of the swamp.
Forest on the edge of the swamp has a crypt in it that you discovered. That he's just trying to confirm your story.
Yeah.
He's like, that's funny. I've never heard of that. I grew up in this area and I know pretty much the ins and outs of all over here, and I've never found that particular crypt. Yeah, that's a pickle that you're in right now.
Okay, I'm gonna lean in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lean in and speak low and just say, to be honest, I found it in the mountains in this massive wall. I just don't really want any information about it getting around.
He's like, "You're talking about Stonehell?"
Possibly. What is?
Because it's not really a secret. You're not the first group. You're not the 10th group. You're not probably the 100th group that's gone over there.
Oh, so I can just openly talk about it? That is wonderful.
Like, I guess. He's like, you can do whatever you want. He's like, there's, if you're trying to get information out of people, it's really, a better idea to probably just be honest about it.
Yeah. All right. I'll just be honest about it. We found him in one of the room in the wall.
Like, I don't think there's anyone in town who could exactly help you with this. He's like, not too far outside of town is the mother of toads. You could always go and see her if you want.
Where is she exactly?
She moves around a little bit, but for the most part, she keeps a hut about a mile into the swamp. I mean, you can't miss it. You've been out there so much.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
And
So, right about that moment, Arnie.
No.
1 second.
Yes.
Give me 1 sec. I'm pulling something up.
Nope.
young lady comes into the bar who looks like that. And you recognize her, Arnie. You've talked to her before.
Perny.
Perny. It is Perny. So Perny comes strolling into the bar. She's a halfling, if you don't remember. So she's, about 4 feet tall, comes striding into the bar. She's wearing, a lovely brocade outfit and, darker colors like dark reds and things like that. She's got a lovely pair of gloves that goes up to her elbows. And she's, looking quite nice. She comes strolling into the bar. And when you say her name, you're like, Perny! And like she looks over at you and she's like, hey.
Whoa. Okay.
How are you, big guy?
How do we know?
Never been better.
Never been better.
Do you know who I am?
She's like, I never forget a name. You're Arnie, aren't you?
That's correct.
She's like, we all thought you were dead.
Oh, why'd you think that?
Well, you've been gone for like a year. You guys all headed off into the mountains, and then you didn't come back. When things like that happen, we just assume you're dead.
Nope.
She's like, Bolo felt really bad. He gave you guys that map, and then you went off, and then you ended up dead, so he felt terrible.
Well, what happened in Helix since we've been gone?
Oh, not much. People come, people go. Business is business.
How's Bolo and his business?
He rebuilt the bar. It looks a lot like the old bar, but it's nice. I like it. He is kind of the competition, though, but Bolo's a good guy. So I had a little bit of extra money because of, no competition there for such a long time. But he did manage to get some stuff together, and yeah, he's got his bar.
Well,
And
wait,
then-
since you guys think I'm dead, how's my gym?
Well,
How's Arnie's gym?
She's like looking around you, and you see that she's making eye contact with Alzo, and like she's kind of putting up a finger, like 1 second, I'll be right there, kind of. And
Oh.
what is it? She's like, you're what?
Oh.
The gym that I had.
Oh, honey. Remember, it was under construction, and when you guys didn't come back, well, they didn't, Krothos decided that it shouldn't go up because you didn't show back up. So he took all the money you gave the workers and then basically called it a tax.
Okay. Well, I'll try and go to talk to Krothos.
Do I hear crusade?
She's like, I don't know if you want to do that. Like, he's gotten a little bit more of a fire up his butt to, I don't know, prove that he's his father's son and that he's, in charge, and he's a big man, like he's in charge and things like that. I don't know if I would mess with him. You might just want to call it a loss. That's my best advice, sweetie.
Unfortunately.
Speaking of Bolo, doesn't he owe me some money?
Doesn't Bo? I have no. She goes, I don't know. I don't remember you exactly, and I don't really know who you are, and I don't know Bolo's finances. She's like,
I was just thinking out loud.
I'm like, aren't you the one that he sold the map to?
Yes, he did.
Doesn't that mean you owe him some money? Because the agreement was that you were going to go and bring back money.
Yeah, we're going on there too, but I did give him money to rebuild the ball.
Yeah. I don't know. You can take it up with him. It's none of my business. She's like, it's been lovely catching up, and maybe we can talk later. But I've got to go. I have a very important meeting, and I will catch up maybe with y'all later. It was good seeing you, Arnie. You look, well.
Her and Alzar are together, aren't they?
And she goes over to the bar. She kind of spins a stool so that it kind of like raises up, and she kind of pulls up a chair, and she seems to be talking with all three of the gentlemen. Okay.
Is there a tailor in town?
There's only a general store.
Okay.
So there isn't even a blacksmith?
There is, but he, for the most part, works out of the general store. Like, he creates blacksmithy stuff. He doesn't create a lot of like weapons and armor and things like that.
So Arnie wants to know what number 4 is.
Number 4 is the Silver Standard Merchant Company. So that's the same as they have in Helix, and the same they have in Ironguard Motte. Like, they're like the caravan company, and they have a location, and that's how goods get around this area. So that's where you would go to try to find anything that the general store doesn't have. You might be able to find it at the Silver Standard, like weapons and armor and stuff like that. That's where they would probably have things.
And which one is the general store?
The general store is number 6, and number 4 is the Silver Standard.
What's 5 and 3?
5 is a shrine to Sylvanus, like the kind of like the god of nature. And 3 is a shrine to Crom. He is the god.
Who is Crom again?
Crom's kind of like the god of like battle.
Yeah, I just realized no place is gonna have my god. That's a shame.
Arnie would like to go to 3.
To the shrine of Crom.
Yes, and ask if anybody wants to come.
I'll come.
What? I'm gonna ask what the pit in the middle of the town is about while they're doing this.
Once again, who are you asking?
I'm gonna see if the bartender can.
He's in a meeting. You can go and interrupt if you want, but I will say that he's talking with Perny.
Who even is Perny again? Where was she originally from?
Well, your character doesn't know Perny because that character wasn't around. So you can ask the other player characters if you want to know who Perny is.
I think I'm just gonna go to number 4 and check out what they have and wait for the guys to be finished.
Okay. You guys head over to number 3 real quick. I believe Arnie and Oakenshield are going to 3, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just a little religious shrine. It's basically got a bunch of like candles and things that you can burn. There's like a statue to Crom that's there. There's like a bunch of weapons that are there, and they're like a lot of them are chipped, and a lot of them are like scarred, or a lot of them are broken and things like that. And they've been placed there kind of like as offerings. And then there's an offering box that you can put money into.
I go in, grab a candle and lit one,
Mm-hmm.
then throw a gold piece in the donation box.
Okay. Pink. You have made your offering. As you're walking out, it's got like a thing above the door, like the exit, basically. That basically says there is glory in battle. All right, y'all doing anything else in the Crom statuary area?
Yeah, Arnie wants to donate a gold.
Okay.
Donate 2 gold.
2 gold. Pink, pink. Drop them in the offering box. As you drop them in the offering box, you hear like the rattle of a lot of other coins in there.
Don't you dare, Arnie.
Arnie would also like to place a hammer and offer it as a weapon to Crom.
Okay, like
You have a hammer?
like a hammer.
A hammer. It just says hammer.
Yeah, that's like
it's
a tool hammer. Like that's not like a war hammer.
Well, I could.
Is
I
it in the
could-
weapon spot or the item spot?
I could put in the yin yang sword or a dragon heart or a pole arm.
You could do any of
I'd
those.
suggest the pole arm
Pole arm.
because it's not a special weapon.
All right, I'll put in the pole arm and then try and buy a pole arm here.
Okay. All right, so you like dump a big pole arm in there, like, and like as you throw it, like it rattles everything around. All right. So you've got your pole arm. What is it? You're headed over. Let's see, Horace. You're headed over to the Silver Standard.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I assume the other guys are going to be going over there a little bit later, because that's kind of where you
Arnie-
do things.
Arnie would like to go to the general store to buy a pole arm.
They don't have weapons there at the general store.
Well, wherever they have weapons.
They have them at the Silver Standard.
Sometimes,
then.
Sometimes they have them at the Silver Standard.
All right.
All right. So when you get there, you kind of go in. So the Silver Standard is like part warehouse, part storefront, part mail like post office, part livery, part like a lot of things. It's part, there's a lot of wagons that are there. There's some horses. There's a lot of like crates. And you go into the front. Like I said, it's almost like a post office. And up front, there is a person standing there. When you walk in, you see a lady standing there. And she's like writing some stuff down, and like she's got ink smeared on her, like the side of her mouth, because it looks like she's like dips the nib of the pen in her mouth, like, and then writes, and then dips it in the inkwell and stuff like that. And she like looks up, and when you come in, she kind of brushes herself off, and she's like, "Welcome to the Silver Standard. How can I help you today?"
Do you have anything for,
And then as you walk in, she's like, "Jesus, what happened to you?"
as I was about to ask, do you have anything for, burn wounds?
She's like, no. She's like, we don't. You would have to seek out an apothecary for that kind of care.
Arnie would like to know if you have
Hey,
a
Arnie's
pole
not there
arm.
yet. Arnie's not there yet.
Oh,
Then,
This is why you're at Crom doing Crom stuff.
do you have any more, ink for, writing?
She's like, I can write a letter and send it post for you, or I can even write a letter for you at a charge.
Oh, no, I'm just looking to, buy some ink so I can do my own writing.
He's like, well, you can get ink at the general store. That's a general store kind of item.
Okay.
She's like, are you giving up a life of adventuring now that you've been burned and bashed in the head?
No, I just like writing down information I find on my travels.
Okay. A learned man.
Well, I mean, I have a massive amount of intelligence. Why wouldn't I? So what was it?
Jingling, jingling. Right around this time, your two compatriots come walking in as well. She's like, greetings. I'll be with you in just 1 second.
I know I wanted to buy something in here, but I can't remember what it was. So I think I'll just go to the general goods store and buy some ink,
Okay.
and then, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say you go over to the general store, buy ink, and you're good to go. So Arnie and company, what are you doing? So she's standing there. She has apparently Horace just wanders out. She's like, "How can I help you find gentlemen today?"
Arnie would like to ask if they have any cool weapons.
She's like, we might have a couple things that were lost in delivery. She's like, but I don't know exactly what qualifies as cool. Horace, it's going to be 12 gold for the ink.
Okay, thank you.
He's like, what exactly do you mean by cool weapons?
Well, weapons that are large are cool. Weapons that maybe are sparkly are cool.
She's like, I definitely don't have anything that sparkles.
Well, do you have any pole arms?
That's a more direct question. Let me take a look. And like she goes into the back and starts rummaging. Like rummage. And she comes back and she's like, sorry, no pole arms today.
Well, what weapons did you have back there?
She's like, I've got a couple swords and what is it? And a mace. That's pretty much it. She'll look over to Oakenshield. She's like, is there anything I can do for you while this one decides?
Actually, yes. Do you have poisons?
Like her eyes get very wide when you ask her that question. She's like, what?
Because we're going on adventures and I would like to have some poison.
She goes, sure. And she gives you kind of a wink. She's like, you're adventurers and you're going on an adventure and you need poison.
For wild creatures.
For wild creatures, sure, I gotcha. Nope, all out of deadly poison. But you know, I guess you could try your luck at the general store.
Then another thing. Do you happen to have a book on like jewelry and gems?
No, all out of literature.
Okay. Well, that's it for me.
Lovely.
Arnie would like to ask if there's any two-handed swords.
Oh, let me go take a look. She's like, actually, yeah, there is. And like she pulls out, she's got like a big two-handed sword. She's like, yeah, I think this one was supposed to go to someone here in town, but they either left or died. So it's ours and we can sell it.
Is there any way Arnie could buy it?
If you have enough money to purchase it, then sure, you can buy it. It's not going to do me any good.
Well,
She's like, I want 22 gold. 25 for someone like you.
Arnie says 20.
24.
I say 24 gold for that.
Do you got another place you can go in town and get one?
Guys, that's one.
What if Arnie buys something else?
Sure. What do you want to buy? Poison?
Is there not poison? Do you have any potions that might have gone awry? Or
No.
not gone awry, but have not gone to...
No, we don't. Like I told your previous friend, you guys need to talk to an apothecary or an alchemist or something like that in a much bigger place. You can go out and talk to the mother of toads. She might have something for you. She's always brewing up thises and that's.
Do you have any treasure chests or treasure maps?
No, if I did, I would probably not be working here.
Sure.
So,
Well, what about armor? What armor do you have?
she's like, buddy, just go in the back and don't touch anything. You can take a look around.
Okay.
She's like, I got stuff to do. And she starts like filling out some more paperwork.
Arnie would like to look for the most valuable thing.
Are you trying to look for like valuable, like in monetary things?
Shiny.
As in shiny things. Sure, let me take a look. I'm going to use my tables here. Okay, so you're looking around. Most of it's freight. So it's a lot of like, what is it? Like foodstuffs that keeps, in crates. And, sundries, like cloths and linens and things like that. But they also do a little bit of, like I said, post work and as you're like looking around, you notice like something shiny, like in a crate, and you're kind of like looking through the slits in the crate, and you definitely catch the reflection of something shiny, and it looks like it could possibly be attached to, it could be like some form of jewelry. Like you see like there's something gold there, and there's possibly a gem or something like that. That's probably the most valuable thing you see.
Any animal?
No, no animals. Besides the horses that are there. There's some horses. And probably some oxen, too, now that I think about it. Because they're pulling big loads. So, yeah, there's probably some horses and ox.
So, a little off character. Can I just put the two-handed sword in the same part as my polearm?
Yeah, I'm talking. It takes up roughly the same spot. The thing is, the two-handed sword does not allow you to attack over an opponent, over your friends. Two-handed sword is still just a line weapon.
Okay.
Oh, but you guys never agreed on a price. So she said
That's
20.
true.
And you said 20. Well, she said 25. You said 20, and she said 24.
I say no deal.
She's like, fine by me. You know where I'm at.
All right.
Okay.
I'm good. Arnie's good.
All right. Then is anyone doing anything in particular, or are you guys just going to go to bed for the night?
Just go for the bed tonight.
Well, could Arnie go to the general store and search for a polearm, or is there no polearms here?
There's no weapons at the general store.
All right.
So. All right. So everyone's just going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone goes to bed. In their rooms. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. I just need to take a look at my sheet. Okay. So, Horace, are you there? I think he said he was stepping away for a second. All right, so we'll get back to him in a second. Tasso, could you please roll me, Oakenshield, could you roll a d6 for me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you are sleeping soundly in the middle of the night. When you are woken forcefully as someone has jerked your head back, all right? And they're like pulling your hair hard, and then you feel like the cold touch of fucking steel across your throat.
So, can I reach for my weapon?
You can attempt to, but this person has a knife to your throat.
Okay,
What happened while I was gone?
do I recognize?
We're out of it. We're not in it.
What?
You do.
Oh, okay.
So she's standing like above you, and she has a knife to your throat. And she's like, who the fuck told you what the fuck I am?
Who are you?
She's like, don't play fucking smart with me. And like, she starts digging the knife into your throat a little bit more. You think it's funny just showing up to my place of business and asking if I have poisons? Do you think that's funny? Do you think I find that hilarious?
Whoa, I'm out. I was using it for creatures or survival, like I said.
She's like, I don't give a shit what you're using it for. She's like, this isn't how we conduct business.
I meant no harm.
Well, you don't just go out into the open and just start asking me about poisons. Like, who? She's like, who told you? Who recommended me to you?
No one.
She's like, you want me to believe that you came into town, came into the Silver Standard asking about poisons from me, and no one told you anything.
I figured the general store did not have it, so the only place I would have it was.
Did Anguson mention something? She's like, did he? She's like, did Anguson tell you this? That frickin' drunk?
Who?
She's like,
Who?
Which person in the guild told you to seek me out?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Can Arnie hear anything that's going on?
No. No, I'm not going to allow it. This is a separate room. I'm being a little louder than she is because I'm trying to make sure y'all can hear me.
Okay.
She seems to be very comfortable with being quiet.
What should I say?
You got this, Cosmo. You got this, Oaken Shield.
Did he already try like rolling charisma on her?
There's no rolling charisma.
He hasn't tried anything yet, I don't think.
No rolling charisma. He's got to role play his way out of this. So just roll a die and you're out of the situation.
Oh dear. Tasso, you might be dead.
She's like, so she's got the one knife to your throat. You see her pull out another knife, like from her side pocket. This one looks a lot nastier. This one doesn't look like a dagger. This one's got like, it's got like fancy carvings on it, and it looks nasty. And you see like she's holding it, and it drips. Like one little like drop like comes off of it as she's moving it towards you.
Can I try and knock it away?
Once again, she's got a knife to your throat. I will let you do whatever you want, but I am going to stress that she has a knife to your throat.
Tasso, you do anything hostile, you're dead.
Yeah, just say you didn't mean anything.
I'd suggest...
Let Tasso do it. Let Tasso do it.
Okay, okay. We won't metagame. But if Tasso dies, we're killing her off.
We don't know.
Fuck.
Why the hell did you ask for poison in the first place?
Let the scene roll out. Quiet. Let the scene roll. And she's like looking. She's like, I'm waiting.
Fuck.
All right. She's like, now I'm going to start cutting things.
I kind of like. Come on.
Can I just suggest something?
Nope.
Damn it.
Yeah, just let him do it. Just let him do it, Horace.
So she's got your hair. Actually, no, she had to let that go to grab the dagger. But she still got the dagger at your throat. She starts cutting, basically, like takes the dagger and starts cutting your shirt, your night shirt open, and exposing your chest, and then starts placing the dagger like on your breastbone.
Can I like? I want to kind of like jump back towards my sword and shield and grab that and trying to like kind of block it if she attacks.
But she isn't attacking yet. But, like I said, she got a knife to your throat, and she now has a knife on your breastbone.
So if I back away, she gets an attacker opportunity.
She's gonna
Role play out of this.
She's going to get two of them. And one of them looks like it's a nasty dagger that drips. So I'll let you make what you will of that.
Role play your way out of this.
I'm trying to think of something that would. So I go, so you do have poison.
So at that, she's like confused. She's like, what? She's like, what is your game, dwarf? I don't understand.
What if my game is no game?
She sits back now, like a little bit, like she's like almost taken off guard. It's like the look in her eye is that she realizes like she was completely wrong, that you're just an idiot. Like, so like that's the vibe that you're getting from her. Like, it's not exactly that she's like mad. She's not happy.
Then after this morning, I just want to wind out.
She's like, you know, the scene is not over yet, my friend. She's like, well, we have ourselves quite the predicament now, don't we? Meaning you have some very interesting information on me. And I don't know if I can let you leave this room alive with that information.
How about this? If you give me some, the goods,
Buy it.
keep my mouth shut.
She's like, you're going to try to blackmail me. The person that snuck into your room, put knives to your chest, and could have killed you at any moment. She's like, that's your strategy.
Also,
That's only play I got so far.
She's like, you're probably right on that. She's like, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with that one.
So maybe we should lower the weapons.
So she sits back on the bed a little bit, so she doesn't have the knives directly on you anymore. They're still just sitting in her lap, and she could easily reach over and just stab you, but they are not like right there on your throat or right there on your breastbone.
Okay. So I guess it's your turn.
Yeah, it is, I guess. Huh. Quite the predicament we're in here.
Yes, we are. What would you do? What could I do so we can both walk out this room together?
She's like, I kind of need... She's like, you know I can find you, right? Not just in Bogtown. Anywhere. I can find you anywhere. If I want. She's like, so, before you get any stupid ideas, she's like, you need to come see me at first light. At the Silver Merchant. And we will go from there.
Okay.
Okay. So, and she's like, "That's fine. That'll work." She pulls out a like a little bit of like powder from like a pouch in her side, and just goes and like blows it in your face. Make a saving throw versus poison.
Okay, hold on.
You know, Tasso, we could have been out of here tomorrow. We could have gone to the Capitol, but you had to ask poison.
All right, so you're like, yeah, it's just, and you just like fall asleep.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. Horace, do me a favor. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Oh no, that doesn't sound fun.
No, it doesn't.
What is it? RD6.
Okay, there you go. All right, sun's up.
I have all my spells.
You have to pray for them, but yeah, you can select your spells that you want. But when you go to cast them, you could have difficulty. That's how that head wound works. So select your 4 spells from your spell list. It's in the handouts. I'll let you do it.
What does purify food and water even do?
If you find a bunch of like spoiled and nasty food, like when that deer remember how the goblins were eating that rotten carcass?
That deer carcass.
You could have theoretically cast purify food on it, and then you could have eaten it and not gotten sick. So if you find bad water, you can make the water fresh so you can drink it. That kind of thing.
Well, I think I'm gonna choose 2 cure light wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Light.
Okay.
And cause fear.
Okay. You got those 4. I'm going to assume that that's what you always have, unless you tell me otherwise, because those seem to be you seem to be keeping the same thing. So unless you go, I'm going to memorize something different. I'm going to assume that those are the 4 you have, because you've been memorizing that same lot for a while. All right. So morning comes. Everyone wakes up, and what are y'all going to do?
So, what happened last night? Did anything happen during the night to anybody?
Yes, but I want to get something done first.
Oh yeah, Ryan.
Yep.
You remember those pill bugs that I got?
Yeah, you guys have some pill bugs. Most of them are dead by now, but that doesn't make much of a change. You can still cook them up, and they're pretty good.
Oh, I mean the pill bugs that I grabbed as pets, basically.
Yeah, you got a couple of them.
Could I train them to do things?
Probably not. They're insect intelligence. I'm talking. They're not.
Oh, okay.
They're bugs. All right. So I guess the dying question I have here is, Oak and Shield, what are you doing in the morning?
I'm going to go to the merchant place.
Are you bringing anyone with you?
And I told them, I'll tell the other 2 that I need to take care of business. Can you come with me, but wait outside?
Sure.
Arnie will come.
So I guess we head out.
Okay. So you guys head over to number 4. I assume Arnie and Horace are going to wait outside. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct, or are either of you doing anything?
Yeah, I'll wait outside.
Okay. Arnie, are you just going to wait?
Yep.
Okay. So you go inside Oak and Shield. She's there. And she's like, I didn't think you were going to make it.
I have a girlfriend after all.
Oh, okay. Is that what dwarves do? I don't really know. I'm not a dwarf fan.
If you promise something, we will do it.
She sets up 3 vials basically on the counter.
Oh no.
She's like, I believe this is what you were looking for.
Before I take it, can I look around the room and see if there's like anything else? Like if I could spot anyone like hiding?
Yeah, you can take a look. She'll notice you looking around. Hold on, let me do a roll real quick. Why did it add? Oh, there we go. Had a bunch of things on. She goes, if I wanted to kill you, I would have killed you last night. You're not seeing anything or anyone? She's like, I could have just done that last night. Why would I do that now?
Well, I'm not worried about you killing me. I'm afraid that this could be a setup.
For, once again, if I wanted to do anything to you, I could have just done it last night.
I would just grab the 3 files and
She's like, she as you reach out, she like puts her hand on it. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we have to come to an accord on this. She's like, these things have a certain monetary value. You're still not getting out of paying. She's like, I'll give you the family discount, but you're still paying.
Okay. How much?
She's like, and this is a super family discount. This is only because we're so close. She goes, I'll sell them to you for $75 a pop.
That doesn't seem like a family discount, but
That's quite the discount because this stuff's really good.
I'll take it.
Good. She's like, now we must have a compact between the two of us. You're never to mention to anyone about what we did or what transpired. Does that work?
Tell them what?
Tell them nothing. Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. She pulls out a what is it? Like a thing of like a flask of not flask, but a decanter. That's what I'm looking for. A decanter of like whiskey or brownish liquid, and she pours 2 shots and she slides one across. She's like, "We're gonna make an oath on the alcohol, because I think this is something dwarves do. That you're not saying anything about me, and I'm not saying anything about you. Does that work?"
Yeah. And I go, here's the toast for pact. Kind of wait a second and see if she drinks it.
She pops it.
Okay, and I take it.
Okay. So go ahead and make a saving throw versus poison.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Tasso, it was in the glass itself.
And that's a 2. That's a fail.
Oh, come on.
What do you have to do to get poison rolls?
Dwarves, he's pretty good. I think, what do you have, like an 8 maybe? As your poison?
6 and 6.
6 or above, and you failed 2 of hers. with a 5 and a 2. Yeah. She does actually have some negatives on it too. So. 'Cause she's pretty good. She does. She grins and smiles at you. She's like, perfect. So she slides the 3 vials over to you.
And what? So what happened to me?
Nothing so far.
Oh no.
I'll take the 3 bottles and walk out the door.
She's like, oh, wait, before you go.
Yeah,
She,
this is.
she pulls out, like, you know how if you go to, like, a beer taster, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a tasting of beers, where they have, like, a flight, basically. She has, like, a flight of vials that are there. And they're all the same color. They're all, like, this white liquid. Like, just like almost like a milk, but, like, thinner. So, like, say you took milk and, like, made it, like, 50% water. So a real thin white liquid. And she goes, you're going to need these.
Why?
She's like, because I, needed some assurance of what, of our promise. And I really just kind of needed you to, I need you, really, is what I need. So I gave you, a little bit of the dragon's breath.
Oh my god.
She's like, don't worry. She's like, it won't slowly melt all your insides if you take mother's milk, which I have the recipe for. She's like, you need to take one of these about every, 5 days. Whenever you get indigestion and you feel like your insides are burning from the inside out. About every 5 days you need to take these. So this is about a month's supply. You can come back and get some more from me. This is just to make sure that, we stay in touch.
Okay.
How much do they cost?
So
She's like, these are ours.
take it then.
Okay. She's like, happy entering.
So I guess I'll just take it and have the door.
It's like, see you soon.
Do we need to go on a crusade? This is what I'm hearing.
Okay, so Oakenshield comes out. He's standing there. Y'all are standing
Is
there.
he extremely pale from what just happened?
He's extremely pale. No, he's not. Horace, please roll a d20, or please do a wisdom check for me. Remember, your wisdom is currently 4. So just click the wisdom button. But we'll just go off of your.
6?
No, that fails. All right, you're good.
What could I? If I had done it, would I have been able to tell something's wrong with him?
Or maybe something's wrong with you, but who knows?
Wait,
All right,
what?
So what is y'all's plan at this point?
Are we going to the capital?
Let's go.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Wait, could I be able to heal my what is it called? My head injury with cure light wounds?
No. No, these injuries are, the only thing that's going to heal them is rest. Any day that you're traveling and stuff and doing stuff, it's not helping your situation.
Oh yeah, we also get 1 health point, right?
Yeah.
From
Everyone gets 1 hit point back if they want it.
Yeah, I guess let's go to the capital, and then rest up for a little while.
Okay. So y'all want to head out to the capital?
Yes.
Takes about half a day or so, I believe, to get there from here. Maybe a whole day. It might be a whole day from Bogtown, because I think it's a whole half a day to.
Perfectly fine.
As long as it's half a day.
It takes 6 hours. So 6 hours to go from Bogtown to that. Same from Helix. So yeah, they're about the same distance. So all right. So 6 hours. Let's see what happens on the road. Okay. It's pretty smooth sailing. You guys arrive back in Ironguard Motte, and you are able to make it to the gates.
Do we have?
I do.
Oh wow, we finally have a map.
I made a map of all the towns. So yeah. I guess I didn't make it. I didn't do the drawings or anything, but I did label them and put them in. So we have Ironguard Motte. Now, getting into Ironguard Motte is whatchamacallit. It's a little costly. So it's 15 gold per adventurer to enter the city. Heavily injured people's 25.
Why? Fine.
So when Horace, when you go to okay, I'm gonna go pay them, you realize you don't have a money pouch.
Are you fucking kidding? Are you actually kidding me?
No, I'm not. You don't have one.
Arnie will pay for you.
Oh my.
That was 25.
25 for him, 15 for you.
Oh my fuck. Do you know how much money I had on me?
Probably a lot.
I had 600 gold.
Yeah.
Well, now you have none.
You have past tense. So, had 600 gold.
How's that concussion?
Still concussing.
I will
Still concussion.
So, you guys basically were able to kind of come up to the gates. And
why I hate Bogtown.
they ask, what be your business in Ironguard? They seem a little bit more on edge than the last time you guys were here. The guards are a little more at attention. They're asking a couple more questions. Up in the towers, there's actually people stationed. Since the last time you were here, last time you were here, it was just kind of like a town. Everyone just kind of wandered in. There was guards stationed here. They were just kind of keeping the peace, but they weren't stopping every group that was coming in and kind of asking them their business. So it's a little different. So the guard's asking, he's like, what's your business here in the capital?
We're mainly just resting up from a long journey.
It looked like you need it, son.
Arnie wants a weapon.
Arnie, what the fuck?
Arnie can definitely probably get a weapon. We don't allow people to be traveling around. You should be peace tying your weapons.
what happened here to cause so much
So much what?
hustle about travelers?
Well, the lands have not been as safe as we would have liked them. There's been several raids and attacks in the local areas by an organized force, so we're just being a little bit more on guard.
Do you know where the raids are coming from?
We think the moon peaks, but we're not 100% sure.
Well, thank you for keeping us all safe.
Yes. Foul humanoids.
They're not entirely human.
Humanoids. Humanoids refers to anything that is not one of the like civilized races, and I'm gonna put that in quotes. So like the player's handbook races. And it's anything that's like orcs, goblins, ogres, things like anything that's sentient and kind of like a human is that. Hobgoblins, things like that. Those are the humanoids. Minotaurs could be a humanoid even.
Good. Arnie would like to ask the guards what the problem is. Why can't we come in?
You
we can.
You can. They were just asking what your business was. So that was the only thing that was different. Like normally it was pretty free flowing here before, and there wasn't like a tax on getting into the city. You notice they are charging different amounts for different people. Your common villagers and farmers are paying, 5 or 6 silver or something like that to get into town. But you guys are paying more.
Do you think Arnie should kind of pay more?
No. No. At this point, a lot of people don't know what the hell you are. You've lost enough of your orcish features that you're just weird. So people are a little unnerved, but if you pay them, they'll let you in.
You're just a weird, buff, tall creature.
Yeah, it does help.
Well, yeah, Arnie would like to move into the tavern and ask the tavern keep wherever he could get some weapons.
Before we do that, can we just figure out what these numbers are so that we can have a basic understanding of everything?
Well, we got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's part of what it is. It depends. So you're at the gate. So and the guards are like, all right, you're at 13. So 13's the gate. So that's.
Arnie wants to ask the guard, where's the tap? Where's some ale?
He's like, there's multiple tavern/inns in the city. There's 3 to be exact.
The best one.
I don't know, I'm talking the Leaky Barrel's really nice, but I think personally the the Bloated Halfling has better food. But better drinks are probably there. I'm talking there's always, if you're budget crisis kind of thing, the Black Dragon is there. I'm talking it's there for a reason.
Well, open crew, would you like to go for food or the cheap?
Let's go for food. I could really use something to keep me calm from just finding out that my coin purse has been stolen.
Well, you can't buy any food, so. But yeah, let's go to the food.
Fair enough. Let's sell those jewels.
Very true, yeah. Let's look for that. How late? What time is it?
It's midday.
It's 6 hours. You guys probably left around like 8 in the morning. So, what? You're looking at like 2 in the afternoon?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's find maybe a shaman to look at the gems, and then let's go to the general store to try and sell them. Well, yeah, let's go to the tavern first. So we like the food place first, and then we can talk and mingle around, and then we can figure out what's going on in the town, and then go from there. How about that, crew?
I mean, all I want to do is just sell those things, get enough money to do repairs and that kind of thing, and then just sleep for a few days.
Okay. So, in order for us to keep this kind of flowing, because I don't want to do like a day by day narrative, especially if you're planning to be here 10 more days. So, it kind of like comes down to what are you trying to accomplish? What are each of you trying to accomplish when you're in town? So, that's kind of a big thing. So,
Arnie wants to sell the gems for the most amount of money.
okay. That's one thing that you're trying to do. So
Arnie
why
would
don't each
also
of you give me up to 3 things that you're doing? So we'll just over the course of this time. I assume you're staying here for the full 10 days so that your compatriot can get completely better.
Yeah.
deal.
Okay. So staying at the inn, all right? Especially staying at the bloated halfling, get really good food and everything like that. But the cost is 4 gold a day
So that's 40 gold total.
per person.
That's
And
20 gold
Horace has no money.
Has no money at the moment. Yes,
at the moment because we haven't sold the gems yet.
I'm just telling you this is your going towards your expenses. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind that you're going to spend 40 gold each. All right, you can sell gems. That's going to be a thing that you seem to want to do. So that's one. So Arnie's selling gems. That's one. Do you have anything else you want to do, Arnie?
Yes, I want to get a pole arm specifically. Is there any way to get a special weapon enchantment weapon?
No, you adventure for those kind of things. Those they don't sell them in shops.
Cool. Well, Arnie would like to buy a pole arm.
Okay, pole arm, and a third thing.
Let's go. Is there any better armor that Arnie could get?
No, you're wearing chainmail. That's like the best you can wear.
Arnie would like to see if he could sell like the basilisk statues, the basilisk scales, and the psychotropic mushrooms.
Okay, so you're trying to sell those things. Cool. Horace, what are you doing?
Basically, I'm waiting until Arnie sells the gems to get my cut of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I'll be seeing if I can get some modifications done to that broken shield.
Okay. And
What was that? Oh yeah, and I want to see if someone can decipher the runes from that gate.
okay, that's something. And Oakenshield, do you have anything you want to do?
I want to go to. Do they have like a wizard tower here?
No, they do not have a wizard's tower here.
Okay.
Well, sorry, could Arnie not sell the psychotropic mushrooms and rather try to give them to a shaman? I'm sorry to cut you off, Oakenshield.
You'd have to try to find a shaman, but we'll talk about that. So he's looking for someone to do that. All right.
Okay.
Oakenshield.
It's like a library. I could go and like read books.
There is, sort of. But yes, if you want to go to a place to kind of do some research and things like that, yes, that is something.
I want to go there and specifically research about dragon's breath.
Okay. So one thing that I did add, and I don't know if anyone saw, if you go to the handouts and I added a one called specialists. If you guys want to click on specialists, here I can pull it to you. Here. This is things that these are people that you can hire. These are things that you might need. So if you're getting services, what I've decided is they have wages per month. If you're getting services, it's just 10% of whatever their thing is. So, I mean, yeah, 1/10, I guess. Whatever. Take 10 off. So if you want to have a single-use animal trainer or something like that, or if you want to get your armor tinked up, it's 10 gold instead of 100. But if you want to hire someone to like travel with y'all to be your personal armorer, then you can do that. But it's 100 gold a month. Stuff like that. So there you
What
go.
does engineer do?
Engineers, they build things like castles.
Oh, okay.
What about a guide? Like a guide would be able to tell us where to go.
A
Yeah.
guide would be able to guide you to a place without getting lost.
What does a seer do? It's the most expensive.
Seers, they're like from like legend, like they're like religious people that can talk to the gods.
Right.
Thank you.
So you could have them.
It's like Calypso. I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yeah, it's more like like they can look into crystal balls and stuff. That kind of someone who has the gift. And just
Could you
because
hire like a sailor just as like a person to come with you, or like an oarsman just to come with you, or does it have to be on a boat?
that would theoretically have to be on a boat because that's their thing. But if you just want to hire a laborer, we've done that before, and they're pretty cheap. So if you're just looking to get a laborer to go with you, yeah. But these are specialists. That's why they're specialized. They're laborers are just anyone who can like hold shit can do that, and anyone can do that. But these are people who have a skill. So
Cool.
so I just want to make everyone aware of that. All right. So Oak and Shield, you were gonna go to the library and try to do some research.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Because you can do other things if you want. I don't know. I don't know if you can go and try to find like people to hire. Like those are things. Like you guys have some serious weaknesses in your group right now. Like you have no magic users, you have no thieves. Like you might be able to hire someone on to do stuff like that.
I was thinking of doing that towards the end.
So
Could Artie go to one of the taverns? Well, the tavern with the food, I guess, and like look around for people to talk to.
that can be
Aren't
one of the
you
things you
selling
do.
gems?
That can be one of the things, like, but you'd have to sacrifice one of your other things. You've got 3 things you can do. All right, so I'm going to do first thing for everyone. I guess I'm going to start with Arnie because I know you want to sell those jewels, and that also affects what other people can do. So why don't we do that first?
Yes.
So you can go to here, number 8, and there's actually it's called the Unexpected Gift. It's a jewelry store, like it's a jewelry and money lending, just like HHR and Helix.
Let's put 10 of the gems there.
You just want to, well, which 10 do you want to sell? That's kind of the thing.
I don't want to. Arnie doesn't want to sell all of them to one place and get theoretically ripped off, right?
Okay.
Because if some are more expensive than others, then some won't be able to afford it.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I'm talking. This guy is a jeweler. This is what he does.
Well, could he appraise? Could he appraise the jewels?
He can for a fee, or he can just buy them from you.
Didn't you
Let's
already appraise them? Or-
Let's appraise the gems.
So he can appraise them. He'll take a look and he'll tell you kind of what he's offering. So in
For how
total,
much?
he's willing to offer you for the lot, if you want to see them all. He's willing to offer you. I need to get my calculator out. That's a good sign for y'all if I have to use a calculator. Let's see. He's willing to offer you $4,250 for the lot.
For the gems?
Yep.
I think
4,500. Arnie says that.
He's like, I'm not trying to rip you off here, sir. He's like, I have to make a profit off these as well. He's like, you're not going to find a better price.
Arnie agrees.
Okay. That was a short sale. So yeah, there you go. 4,250.
so. How much did you spend it? Splitting it up.
4,250 split 3 ways.
So it's like 14.15 per person.
$14.15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm rounding just to make it easy. Now take 40 off of it each because that's how much you had to pay
All right.
for your room and board. So that's number one for you, Arnie. So you went there, you met the jeweler. He seems like an honest man, Houghton Blackstock. So he seems like an honest man, seems like a good guy. Pulled out the little thing. You know,
What? Okay.
you believe
Sorry.
he was giving you better prices than even HHR was. Because there's a couple gems that looked very similar to gems you had before that you were selling to HHR. You think he probably gave you a little bit more than that. But even by his own volition, HHR says he can't offer you as much as they can in the big city because he just doesn't have the retail market.
Nice. Well, Arnie, thanks.
Most welcome, sir. Anytime you wish to do business, or if you wish to deposit your money or anything like that, we can always be of a service to you.
Arnie will come here first.
So that'll be that. Horace, what's one of the first things you want to do?
I still have my first thing, right?
Yeah. What is it? What do you want to do?
I think I'm gonna put. Well, okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find a blacksmith,
Okay. To do what?
and I'm gonna try to do some specialty modifications and repairs to that shield.
Okay. What are you going to try to? What do you want him to do to it?
I kind of want to have him put a few spikes on the front of it, just so if I need to shield bash someone,
Okay.
I can
Okay.
hurt.
And you want him to repair it as well and put spikes on it?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah, the guy can do that. That's not a big deal. He will charge you. Where is my? He'll charge you 30 gold for that.
Oh, okay. That wasn't a lot.
You have a shield already, so that's to repair it, to repair the arm grip or the I don't even know what it's called, and to put the spikes on the front. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you get that. And Oakenshield. What's the first thing you would like to do?
Go to the library.
So it's not a library per se, but it's where a lot of the sages hang out, and they do have a library there. So over here, number 3, you kind of remember the last time you were here, this place was under construction, and it's still being built somewhat, but it's very close to being done. And they've already moved in. There's just like some decor that's basically, some decoration that's basically putting on. And it's the Temple of Arcantril. So an Arcantril she's one of the new goddesses, not the old ones, not the old ways, but she's one of the new. And she is the god of magic and like knowledge and things like that.
Okay. And so I go in. Is there someone like one?
Yeah, I'm talking. If you're wanting to use the library, they offer that as a service. That's fine. You can come in and use the library. It'll cost you 3 gold pieces a day to use their library, and if you want, you can spend an extra 2 gold pieces, and they will send a scribe with you, and the scribe can help you locate books. He can write things down for you, stuff like that.
I'm gonna hire him.
Okay, so you have a little scribe that'll come with you and help assist you. So what are you trying to learn about?
Mostly the dragon breath thing that I have.
Okay.
But specifically that, if I can research and find out about the diseases, I want to do that too.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. You have a scribe with you, so I'm going to give you a +2 modifier on it. So,
so what is that modifier? Do 2?
yeah, you actually want to do -2 because you want to roll under your intelligence. So a 2 bonus is actually to a -2.
Okay.
Okay. So you're able to get some basic information about it. You're able to get things like what it is, like, and you find out that it's distilled basically from like obsidian that has been burned by red dragon breath, and like it's basically like the fire that's inside the obsidian, and basically they do some alchemical processes and things to it, and they if you imbibe it and drink it, it basically gets into your stomach and it will burn you from the inside out. Like you will eventually slowly like burn to death. And that there is a thing that kind of keeps it at bay, and it's called mother's milk. And that's what you have. So you get some confirmation. You kind of know how it's made. It says that, it talks about how only like very skilled poisoners can make this. It's very difficult to do. So that's kind of what you get out of it.
Okay.
All right. Back to Arnie. What do you want to do, Big Arn?
So Arnie would actually like to hire a specialist,
Okay.
and he would like to hire an animal trainer.
Okay. To train what? You don't have an animal.
All right.
They
I
don't.
assume.
They don't give you
Okay.
an animal. Like they're there to train animals for you.
Okay. Then Arnie did not know what he was talking about.
It's okay.
So
This is
Arnie would like
you would hire.
to.
Generally, you would hire an animal trainer, like how in Game of Thrones, the Starks all had like dogs. Like they have like a kennel that, and you would have an animal trainer who keeps the kennel.
Okay. Arnie would like to buy a pole arm.
That is definitely something you can do. So you can get a pole arm.
And also seek out sage if I could do that in the same thing.
Nope, that's a different thing.
All right.
So pole arm will cost you 15 gold.
All right.
Funny enough, you actually get it here.
Where was it? I'm sorry, I didn't see.
Number one, and you get it there, and it's it's not actually like an armor or anything like that. It's actually a temple, and it's temple to Crom, the one that you donated your pole arm to. This is his big temple. This isn't like a little shrine. This basically has, clergy that are working it. And while you're there, and you're kind of, hanging out, you actually meet. Where is he?
You meet Crom himself.
Yes. You meet Crom.
If only. Oh, wow, Brother Titus.
You meet Brother Titus as he's there.
That's a massive hammer.
Huge.
And Brother Titus comes up to you as you're buying the pole arm. He's like, that's a fine weapon. You're a big man. Kind of slaps you on the shoulder. He's like, are you planning on routing many a foe with that blade?
Only in the name of Crom, sir.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I would love to hear. Are you part of the faith, son?
Might I only be thee? If only.
Well, Crom, we don't proselytize in the name of Crom. Though people come to Crom on their own. Crom does not suffer fools, and Crom does not like the weak-hearted. Are you weak-hearted, son?
Arnie nigh be weak-hearted.
Oh.
Arnie be the strongest of hearted.
Like, that is good. He's like, come back here tomorrow, and we shall talk.
Yahar!
Yahar. Okay. Actually, he tells you, instead of come back here, he tells you meet him at the number 11.
All right.
And so I think it's Oakenshield. Oakenshield round 2.
Okay,
Hold on, you're not Oakenshield.
Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. I got misunderstood. I misunderstood.
All right,
Can I
Oakenshield.
still research?
You can go back and spend more time researching if you want.
Okay, I want to do that still.
Okay. You're gonna pay another 5 gold, get your scribe, and get your library on?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
How
another
much intelligence
intelligence.
does Tasso have? Anyway.
What?
How much intelligence do you have anyway?
8.
All right, go ahead and roll.
With a -2.
All right, got a success. So, one of the things that you kind of pick up on is that the poison itself is very, very difficult to undo. There's no real known cure, but what ends up happening is if you take mother's milk for a long enough time, eventually you can it'll just stop affecting you. Like that's what ends up happening. You could also build up a resistance to this by taking, little bits of it over and over and over again, and then taking the mother's milk too, and you can slowly but surely build up a resistance to the dragon's breath as well.
Do that.
So that's another thing that you learn. And then what is it? There's no, like I said, there's no like known cure, but the taking of mother's milk combined with a little bit of time could do the trick.
How do I determine like how much time do I need to?
Basically, it's kind of different in a case by case scenario. It's especially different on a species by species thing. You think, due to your research, that since you're a dwarf and you guys are kind of naturally a little more resistant to poisons and things like that, it might not take you as long. One thing that you're kind of realizing, though, is that if you had more mother's milk, like if you took mother's milk on like a daily basis, like that would speed it up. Like you don't need you to be constantly in your system. She seems to have given you enough that like it's just going to string you along, and it's going to be very difficult for you to build up an immunity to it if she's only giving you like 5 bottles a month. She's like barely giving you enough to make it by. So that would be something, you would have to solve that problem.
Okay.
Also, it's like very, very taboo. Like the scribe that you're with is like shocked that this is the subject matter that you're asking him to help with, because like people, you shouldn't be looking up poisons. You shouldn't look up this poison. This is a bad poison. Like, why would you even want to know about these sorts of things? That's kind of the attitude the scribe has.
Crusade.
So, that's you. And I think that's round 2 for everyone. Everyone's done a 2. So we're going to go to round 3.
Did I do it too?
So you did... Maybe not. Did I not do 2 for you? So
I only got my shield repaired.
Shield repaired. Okay. Round 2 for you. What would you like?
Go to the, find someone who can, read the runes that I have covering the papers.
That would be the same place that Oakenshield is at, the temple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go there.
Okay. They say that you can hire one of their sages, and the sage would be willing to take it up. It might take them a little while in order to figure it out, but you can hire one of the sages.
Like the sage. A sage is 200.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you pay out the 200, and the sage will begin doing research on what the different runes mean. Okay, so that's round 2 for everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it here for a second because I need to get some water. My throat's going dry. So we'll meet back up here in like 5 or 6 minutes. So right around a quarter of, okay?
That's perfect. I needed to use the restroom.
All right. Do that. All right. I'll see y'all in a bit.
See ya.
Hello, hello. Is anybody there? What are you guys planning on doing if you're there?
Hello?
Yo,
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing? What are you thinking about doing in the game?
I'm screwed.
Sorry, bro. Well, how you doing in real life?
Good.
Well, good.
So, what I've been doing is I'm actually making my own map of the woods. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hi. How's everybody?
Hello, hello. You get your drink?
Got my drink on, so
Nice.
just to clarify, it's only water. All right, so let me get back into the game. Okay, so here we are. All right, so we've got one last thing for each of y'all on kind of what you want to do, and we'll go from there. So we'll start with Arnie. Arnie, what's the last thing?
Well, Arnie would like to ask the group if anybody else would like to hire a healer, which is only 100 GP out of the 1,000 of GP that you just got. And he would like to go to 11, 100%.
Okay. So a healer, real quick, is like a medic, not like a person who has magical powers to heal you. So
Yes.
they could probably help you. They would not be able to help you in battle, but they would be able to help you after a battle to patch up a little bit, because that's about the best that they can do on the spot. They can also help with long-term care. So if you're resting and you normally get a hit point back a day. But if you have a healer like working, it's like a D4 plus 1 hit points back a day.
So Horace might want to buy a little bit of a healer, huh?
So healer is possible, like to help, in that sense. You could also there's also an apothecary there, and the apothecary can make like healing salves and things like that. They're not like as good as healing potions, but they can help. They can also give you like painkillers and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that they can make for you that can somewhat help.
Arnie would like somebody else to buy that. However, he would like to go to 11.
All right, so Arnie goes over to 11. 11 is actually the barracks. The barracks basically.
Sorry. Arnie would like to find the guy at
No, hold on. Yeah, you go to there and you find out it's a barracks, and he's there when you arrive, and he is training the soldiers. And he basically calls you in and like starts teaching you some moves, basically, and is doing some training with you, and introducing you to all the barracks and everything like that, and all the guards. So you are garnering a little bit of a reputation here. Go ahead and just make. I'm going to do this first. All right. And go ahead and roll 5d20. Just do just do 5d20, or just do 5 attacks with Arnie. I just want to see, like, when you're training, like, roughly how good do you do? So, what is it? Don't do that. Use your attack. Just hit it 5 times. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay.
Because it'll have all your bonuses applied in there and stuff, too. So you had a crit. All right. So you critted on the first one, and then you kind of miss pretty bad on. You rolled ones on 2 of them. So you're like all over the place. So, and then you had like a 20 to end. So you're like, you basically start out really strong, and then you kind of get to the middle basically, and not so much, and then you kind of finish pretty strong as well. So you're garnering a little bit of a reputation. They basically think like, okay, this guy can fight pretty well, but he gets winded pretty easily. So you get winded, and then you kind of do that.
He can hit,
and you show them some good proper form on lifting. You're like showing the guards like, this is how you should lift in the form, and this is how you do curls, so that they can build their strength, because you're an expert on pumping iron.
Yep, Olympia lifter.
So from now on, basically, you get a +1 reaction with like town guards and stuff like that. So you can put that down as notes, that in Ironguard Motte, you get a +1 reaction with like the guards, and a +1 reaction with all the members of the Temple of Crom that are in the city. So, and as you're going, Brother Titus will basically tell you, like, I know that you're going to be leaving soon. You said that your time with us was relatively short, but I understand you're going out into the world. But if you get a chance to come back and see us, he's like, I would love to see you again. I think that you're strong in the ways of Crom. Remember, mercy is for the weak.
So it was in Ironguard Motte and the Crom Guard. Arnie gets a +1.
Just what is it? The guards in Ironguard Motte, like the soldiers, and in the temple, like any of the followers of Crom in the temple here. So you get a little bit of a reaction bonus with them. Okay, so that was Arnie. And we will go to Horace. Horace, are you there? It's like a seance. Horace.
Hello, I have returned.
Knock 3 times. All right. So what are you doing on your for your last thing?
How long will it take him to the sage to decipher it?
He said it could take him up to a month.
Ah, okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a will written out
Okay.
with 1,000 gold.
So you're like putting the will into like a trust, in essence?
Yeah, for if in case my character dies.
Okay, you're trying to will it to your kid? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it'll cost you 1,100. Because it costs 100. Like, someone's got to draw the will up. That costs money. So that's 100. And then you put 1,000 into the trust. And that's going to basically go to the jeweler, actually. That guy will hold the money, and he takes because he kind of operates as a bank.
All right. So I got 85 left.
There you go. That's a lot less than they can steal. Oaked Shield?
Okay. Do they have a tailor?
Yeah, I'm sure they have a tailor here. I don't have it on the map, but I'm sure this town would have a tailor.
Okay. I want to take the cap I found with the golden trim that's blue.
Yep.
And ask him if if this belonged to like anyone famous or anything.
The tailor will take a look at it. He's like, I'm not seeing anything in particular that marks it as particularly, of a certain fashion. He goes, it's a little out of fashion. And it's a little old. But, I'm not specifically seeing anything that,
Okay.
Wait, what was the color on the cape or whatever?
Purple.
Are you talking about the cape or a cap? I thought. Sorry.
The cape.
Cape. Okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about there was a hat that was found too. So the cape is different. He's like, oh, this is kind of spectacular. This looks amazing. He's like, he feels the inside. He's like, oh yeah, that's a lovely silk on the inside and it's dyed purple. Someone spent a lot of money on this.
Did it belong to anyone specifically, as you could tell?
Not that I can tell. No, he's like looking at see if there's like no tag or embroidery on it. He's like, I'm not seeing anything in particular.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys found a cape, a parasol, 2 potions, and a ring.
2 of the same potion, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Tassa could get all those examined.
Yeah, I was going to do that tomorrow.
Well, this was 3. You had 3 things you could do. You've done 3.
This is the day.
This is the theoretical day that you guys were going to leave. It's now been 10 days or whatever. Yeah, 10. If you want, I'll go ahead and say, did you want to take this to, take all this stuff over to the Encantrils and have someone, take a look over it?
I thought this was, the first day.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
No, I was saying, we're going to fast forward. I'm not doing 3... I'm not going to do 30 things for you all, over the course of 10 days. This was just to kind of,
Oh, yeah, I thought we were just doing them because, like, on the first day, in case they had time-sensitive things, like a few days wait for things, and then we would just skip to the end of the week.
So
That's what I was thinking of doing.
Well, could Arnie get a fourth thing and hire an apothecary, if anything?
you want to hire. What do you want to hire them to do? Do you want to
Like
hire?
make salves, I guess.
Well, first off, let's see if there's an apothecary in town.
Okay.
Let's do that. If there's one that's willing, that has work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so the apothecary will explain that they have to create things in batches, and that's how it kind of works.
All right.
They said that the most popular things with adventurers are generally healing salves, anti-poisons, and whatchamacallit? Painkillers. Those are the three things that are like the most popular. To do a batch will take, depending upon what you're buying, will take anywhere between 2 days and about a week, depending on which one of these you want. And then they can make up to about 10 per batch. Like I can make 10 healing cells, but you got to pay for all of them up front. And then it's going to take time.
So what about if I get the what was it? Painkillers, healing salves, and poison cures?
You can attempt, but the problem is it's going to take a lot of time. That's the big thing. Like, time is going to be of the essence. So let me explain the effects of each one of them. All right, healing salve, if you apply it during a battle, will give you a hit point back. 1. If you apply it after battle on your wounds, it'll give you a D3 back. Mm-hmm. And if you apply it when you rest, it will give you a D4 back.
All right. And what about painkillers and the... Well, could I make like a strength potion, like a potion of strength or something?
No, these are people are making like things that you could find in nature. Like that, they're not making magical stuff. They're making stuff that, this is made of herbs and stuff.
They couldn't find like cocaine or something to like just make me think I'm strong.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so whatchamacallit? Painkillers, what they do is if you give a painkiller to one of your allies that's hit 0 and they're knocked out, they can get back up and keep fighting. Or they can pop one when they think they're going to go to 0 soon. They can pop a painkiller and you can keep staying up. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to suffer more damage and get hurt more. You can, but it's not going to heal you. All it does is make you ignore the pain and you can keep fighting. But they're relatively cheap, comparatively. And then the anti-poison will work versus most common poisons like snake bite poisons and stuff like that. You can take the anti-poison and take one of those, and it doesn't. It gives you an extra save with a plus. So depending on how good the batch is, it'll give you an extra save with a plus to try to resist it.
All right.
So that's what you got.
Arnie would like to use the healing salve option.
Okay, healing salve is the most difficult for them to make. So that takes 7 days to make a batch. And what is it? It costs 50 gold per dose.
All right, so that's 500.
They can make up to 10 if you want. Yeah, they can make a batch of 10. They'll make like a really big batch of it.
So 500 plus 1,000?
What do you mean? No,
'Cause-
yeah, I'm talking if you're not hiring them to like come along with you and stuff like that, and they're just making it. This is what it costs. So it costs
All right, yeah.
for 10 of them. It would cost 5, but it takes a week.
Yeah, that. And then is this counting in the 10 days or no?
No, you guys are gonna be staying here a little bit longer, but we'll let it go. So if y'all want to stay here and wait for your potions and stuff and yourselves,
Yeah, sure.
it's up to y'all.
Tasso?
Sure.
So remember, Tasso, every 5 days you're taking one of them.
Yeah, I marked out 2 already.
Yep. So now you're gonna be a third because you basically have stayed 10. Now you're staying at least 7 more. So 17 days.
Well, okay, wait. How about we couldn't have done this at the beginning of the week?
This is what I gave you. Like, these are things that you're doing. I assume you guys are also like, hanging out, doing a little drinking, having a little fun, socializing. Not going crazy. Life's not all work, so I assume your characters are doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you don't always have time to do everything. So that's
How about we not do the healing salves, or like ask them to put them on the back shelf for us for when we return from a travel? Just so that we can get to work, and so that Tasso can, not have 2 doses of it left.
All right. Well, I paid so we can go and we could come back in a week if you want.
Okay. Y'all can do that. They can make other things too simultaneously. So if you do want to buy like something, they're already working on healing cells. You got a week. They can work on other stuff while they're doing that if you want. So I don't know if you want any of the other ones. Healing salves take the longest, so that anything else you buy will just be within that time frame.
Don't care. I don't care if we get anything else.
Do we get a max of 10? Because we can do like 4 healing salves and then 4.
I'm fine because I have my own healing spells.
Well, we can do 4 healing salves, 4 painkillers, and 2 poison cures.
No, they
Why
can
do we
they can
need-
do a batch of 10 of each if you want it. It was just at that point it's just money. So the what is it? The antitoxin is
This
is 40 a dose for that
You
antitoxin.
can buy them if you want to,
and
but
then
like
painkillers are like 10.
Yeah, I'm fine as well. I would like the healing salves as only.
Okay.
I paid the 500.
Okay.
Arnie paid the 500.
Okie dokie. And they will be making it. What are y'all gonna go do then?
Arnie would like to go and see Crom if that's available. Go
Well,
and see.
you guys were talking about leaving. Oh, you wanted to get the objects identified, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you would have to hire a different sage to do that. And you can leave the items with him, and over the course of the next month or so, he will start trying to figure out what they are.
Okay. So the 2 potions, the ring.
The sage can't do potions. He's like, go find an alchemist for that. That's not
Okay.
me. If you give him the items, he can look up the items, and he can
Okay.
begin doing research on them.
So the ring. Let's do the cap just in case.
Cape.
Could Arnie hire a guard to come with us?
Yeah, if you want to hire a guard, you guys have done it before.
I mean, we don't really need them because they usually die immediately.
Well, yeah, but they're like fodder. You know what I mean?
No.
All right.
They're literally level 0.
Actually, level 3 if I get them.
It's
that's not
it's
necessarily
hits
true.
that it's hits that we don't get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you can fucking dodge them.
So make sure someone pays for the sage, the 200. I don't know who's paying for it, but
I got it.
okay. So the sage will say they will start looking over stuff, and when you guys come back, they'll tell you what they got. If you want to find out.
When I leave the temple, I'm going to put 6 gold in the donation.
Okay, that's always good. There is an alchemist in town if you wanted to see one as well.
Okay.
What do you think those blue potions are?
That's what the alchemist would say.
I'm thinking something for the for wizards or magical.
Oh, magic users like mana potions or something?
So
Something along.
the alchemist, are you going to hire an alchemist?
Sure.
That'll be 100 gold for him to. He'll do both of these for 100.
Yeah.
So you like hand him the things. He's like, okay, 100 gold. He puts it down, and like he goes, they're healing potions, and he just hands them immediately right back to him.
Army could have told you that.
But it's blue.
Yeah, they come in different flavors, man.
What is this, blue raspberry? Glacier freeze?
He's like, what do you want to know? And he's like, there it is. Thank you for your business.
Never seen a healing potion that's blue.
Yeah.
I have.
Now you have.
And I have, like, in other video games, I have.
All right. So you've dropped your stuff off. Y'all did blah, blah, blah. It's been 10 days. I'm going to say it's been 10. What are we planning on doing?
I need to get back to Bogtown.
Yeah. How about we just, like, torture her into giving us the recipe?
Arnie would like to go to the guildmaster and see how much it is to start up like a gym.
We're leaving, Arnie. No.
All right, let's leave.
Okay.
But
All right.
where we are leaving to is the key thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Obviously, we need to go to Bogtown because of Tasso, but we don't know that we need to go to Bogtown because Tasso hasn't told us yet.
Why do we have to go to Bogtown?
Because he's poisoned.
Uh,
But we don't know we need to because he hasn't told us.
So
let's go to
Bogtown,
Barrowmaze.
Yes.
Barrowmaze.
you can go back to the Barrowmaze. You can go to Helix. You can go wherever you guys want to go. It's up to y'all. You can go back
You
to
like to
Stonehell.
Barrowmaze?
I need to go to Bogtown.
Bogtown.
Why do we need to go back to Bogtown?
I need to pick up some antidote.
All right, Bogtown.
Why?
it is.
Do you need an antidote?
So-
What did you pick up in that rancid bed we slept in?
Not there. One girl at the merchant place tricked me of getting poisoned by dragon's breath, and I have to go there to pick up the antidote so I don't die.
Are you serious?
Yep.
I'm about to go to bed. Actually.
So are y'all headed back to Bogtown? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right.
But on the way there, I'm just like, how about we just kneecap her and torture the information, torture the cure out of her.
All right. I can honestly tell y'all, no torturing is going to happen in the game. You could try to like bludgeon her or something, and like you could try to capture her. You could try to. You can just go and kill her, but we're not going to do torture. That's not going to happen. We're not going to rip anything out because it's awful. So we're not going
Yeah,
to.
that's fair.
So we're not going to like tie up women and torture them. Like it's just a bad vibe. So we're not going to do that. So I could say that will fail no matter what. So, not even that funny. So it's just what we're not going to do. So at Bogtown, 10 gold each to get in, because that's what happens. And what is it? Oakenshield, are you just going to go back there, grab some more mother's milk, and then move on?
At least that's my plan. Unless someone wants to do something here.
Okay.
Arnie would like to go and check out the barracks.
The barracks? Okay.
Why not?
Well, it's a big tower. There's some guards that are there. They're not going to let you in. That's for sure.
Okay.
This is a much different. The one thing you'll notice, because you've just been hanging out with a lot of the guards at the other place, the guards and the city watch and everything like that, much more professional in Ironguard Motte. They're like professional soldiers. These guys are just like dudes.
They're hired thugs.
For the most part, yes. They don't look like they take their job terribly seriously. So there's a town watch, and that's really what it is, and that's where they stay. And a lot of people are dual things. You know, they're part of the town watch, but they're also like the baker and stuff like that. So when you arrive, she's there, Oakenshield. She's like, back already?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Tasso. Because I also want to check out what is in the shop besides,
Okay, that's fine.
cures for deadly poisons.
She's like, back already?
Like, I have to get here before then, after.
She's like, okay. Perfect. She's like, let's see. By my calculations, you still have 2 of them on you. So, here is 3 more. And she will put 3 on the table and roll them over towards you.
I take them and kind of just head out the door.
See you soon.
Have fun.
Okay.
But all I'm wondering is, where in the world did she learn how to be a master alchemist?
You can ask her.
Hey, Tasso, it's daylight business hours. I'm not gonna end up with the same fate as you. I'm not gonna ask her in business hours like you did.
So, what are you doing? You're in her store. Like, what are you doing?
What does the store actually have?
It's not really a store. Like I said, it's more like a post office. They ship things. They're like UPS. It's just occasionally some packages are undeliverable, and if they're undeliverable, they sell them.
Can I sell anything to them? Or
She's like, if it's worth what I want, sure.
well, do you take for this shield? And I basically put the shield that I'm not using onto the counter.
I don't know. I don't need a shield. That's what she says. She's like, nope, not for me. Don't need it.
Well, that's all I was really wondering.
She's like,
So,
tell
yeah, okay.
Tell Oakenshield I'll miss him.
Tell
Oakenshield that I'll miss him.
What?
She tells.
Yeah, I'll tell him that.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna assume that she can hear like the not happiness that's in my voice.
All right, so you guys leave.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other Bogtown business before you do something else?
Barrowmaze.
Yeah, let's just go to the what did the tavern keeper call it? The place with the wall?
Stonehell.
Yeah, why don't we just go back to go to Stonehell?
Yeah, I was thinking we should go there too.
Yeah. Because I mean like if we ransack her shop for like the cure, like the recipe for the cure, we would probably be banned from Bogtown. So
Arnie's coming along for the money and treasure. So whatever you get.
yeah. So I think we want to get to the
So it would be roughly around like 2:00. Would y'all leave knowing that you're going to have to camp out in the wild, or would you stay overnight in Bogtown?
Can I see the world map?
Let's go.
What was that, Tassa?
How long did it take to get from Bogtown to Stonehill?
About a half a day, so about another 6 hours.
We'd have an
do-
hour of nightfall until we got there.
Stonehill is about right here, right?
No, it's right. It's literally the next. It's there.
Oh.
Do,
right.
So it's a bit of ways away from that Entwood, right?
Yep.
do you want to take the trip and just spend the night there?
I mean, we could spend the night in that room that we've like cleared
Yeah.
out.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So who gets the bed?
All right. So your plan is to travel,
So
and then you're going to be going in. There's a good chunk of it. You'll be going at least an hour. You're going to be in like pitch black. Is that correct?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
yeah. But I do have a lantern,
Okay.
As do I.
so
Okay. So you're going to burn 1 flask of oil. Let's just say it. You're going to do that.
you want me to do it or you or both?
I can do it. I have 5 flasks.
Okay.
All right.
So we're heading out.
Okay. So you are headed out. That's for sure. Fight. Okay.
Have you ever done evil, like not evil, but well, yeah, have you ever done like evil campaigns?
No, because they don't interest me at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Give me 1 second. So. So I'm trying to. Perfect. So you guys are basically traveling along, and the day's going by pretty well. You get into the mountainous portions, basically, and you're trying to get towards the whatchamacallit, the little encampment that you made before in that room. The big problem is you start hearing noises as you're traveling, like kind of like echoes in a canyon. Like, uh, uh. So those are the kind of things you're hearing. Oh, are you all there? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot I had my mic muted.
I tell the group to let me go up ahead so I can use my dark vision and kind of see,
Oh yeah, you have dark vision.
kind of let the dark vision set in if I can see anything up ahead.
You definitely see some heat signatures that are moving around.
What shape are the heat signatures?
So they are roughly human size.
Are they hunched over like hobgoblins or?
Hobgoblins generally aren't hunched over.
Uh,
How tall are they?
They're
Human
roughly
size.
they're roughly human man size.
So like 4 feet?
Yep. Well, about 5 feet.
Oh, 5 feet, yeah.
5 to 6 feet, at most. And they're moving. They kind of have a loping gait to them.
oh no.
On.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull you all over to the mat. Boop, 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 boop. That's not it. All right. Can y'all see anything, or is it just all black?
It's black.
Perfect. All right. Put your characters in there.
So what is this?
It looks like some sort of like primitive shrine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is this blood sacrifice altar?
Ish. Let me see. Sorry. I'm just calculating a few things. So you hear like from over here, from this direction. Can you see my like?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see your red.
You see two shapes basically that are coming in, Oakenshield, that are moving towards y'all.
I want to ready my crossbow.
Okay. So you're
Are you telling us to anything, or?
I'm telling there's something up ahead.
so I'm assuming the lantern is on. That's why I'm giving you some light.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my spike shield and my sling.
Okay. So they begin moving. And you know that they're now over here.
And I kind of like point my crossbow kind of in that direction so they know where it's coming from.
Okay.
And still ready my crossbow.
Okay. So they're there, and they're like, so go ahead and roll a d6 Oakenshield.
Oh no.
Okay. So go ahead and they are going to. It looks like they're starting to throw something at you. So I'm going to let you do a crossbow shot before that happens.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll an attack. So that's a 9. So that will hit AC 8. Yeah. 9 hits the AC 8.
I double topple that.
That hits.
Oh.
So that hits.
They're without armor.
It did damage, not much, but it did. And you hear like a "Ugh!" And what is it? I need both Oakenshield and Horace to both make their dodge rolls.
Just one?
Yep. You're fine.
Okay. $14.
You're fine as well. So that was pretty much round 1. So now, Arnie, please roll a d6 for initiative, and we'll see where everyone goes. I got a 3. You guys got a 2, so they will be going first. I should have asked if you're casting, but you can't see the target, so you can't cast unless you're casting on yourselves.
Well, I was gonna cast light out there.
You have to cast light on an object, and you have to be able to see the object.
Okay.
Let me double check and make sure that whatchamacallit, that you can't area cast it away from you. You might be able to, now that I think about it. Yeah, actually you can. You can cast light. So do you want to cast light?
I'm gonna cast light out there.
Okay. So, all right. So that's going to happen. All right. Well, they're going to attack both of you again. So I was going to do that anyways. So both of you roll. You are fine. My resident cleric. I don't think you're fine. So you are not fine.
I'm not fine.
That's not fine. So
What are they even attacking with?
you get hit with a spear that catches you basically like in the neck.
Ow!
You take 2 points of damage. Luckily, it was a graze, but you do not cast light. Your spell is lost because you got hit.
Oh no!
So the other two, Arnie and Oakenshield, what are you going to do?
So I'm going to drop my crossbow, take out my sword and shield, and can I go up and attack them?
You can move that direction. The problem is, that, what is it? They are up on a higher level than you. And so right here is really difficult terrain to get up. You would have to go over here, over here, over here, over here, and then up here to get to them.
Okay. Then I would just take the crossbow and attack the same one I attacked before.
Got to reload it.
Oh yeah. Crap. Then I'm going to can I reload and move? Or no?
Yeah, you can reload and move. I would say that you could do that.
How far can I go?
It would only be one of your half movements of 4 squares.
Okay, so I'm going to move 4. 3, 4.
Let me see something here real quick.
Are you gonna see if you can open up to a single person?
Let's just do this. All right. Can you see now, Tasso?
No.
Try moving your character a little bit. Yeah. Can you,
No.
you can't see?
No.
Because I thought I gave you the ability to have the night vision.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I thought that's what it is, but maybe not.
The only thing I kind of see is like right here. Like kind of looks like a small like fire symbol.
Yeah, we can just see a little tiny dot right there. But that's probably because of...
So did nothing change?
No.
No?
Oh, okay. Because I have people emanating light and stuff. All right. Now's not the time to worry about that. All right. So, yeah, you're moving that direction. That's good. All right. Arnie, what are you doing?
What is this? Is this like
It's just like
Blood
a,
sacrifice altar.
yeah, it's like a stone altar.
So could Arnie hide behind it?
Yeah, you can definitely get behind it.
Yeah, Arnie would like to hide behind it.
Okay, you're hide. Are you trying to hide behind it?
Not necessarily, but just
Hovering.
find it and possibly try and see over here.
Oh, you've got night vision as well, don't you, Arnie?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, you see the two things that are up here too. So really, the only person who can't see it, and they're in dim light. So there's up here is the human.
If I get closer, will the light move with me?
Yeah, you have got a lantern.
So can I move up to here?
You can't do anything. You were casting, and you.
Oh yeah.
You're there. All right, so it's a new round. Go ahead, Oakenshield, roll a d6 for me. All right, so we tied. I'll let you all go first. What do you want to do, Oakenshield?
I want to move 4,
Okay.
but I can't really see where I'm going.
Oh, hello.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to attack. Guess that one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, well.
There. Now I at least have. That's how far your lantern goes. Like you have bright light in the green, and you have dim light in the others. All right. So you moved. You took a shot. That hit.
Could I tell where it is from where I'm at?
It still looks like a heat signature at this point to you.
Yeah.
A humanoid heat signature. All right. Oakenshield is done. Horace, what are you doing?
I am gonna move up to here so that my light can get to them.
Okay. So I'll reveal them now.
Are those the snake creatures?
Nope. They look like cavemen.
Oh.
With big pronounced foreheads. They have spears. And a
Cavemen don't like fire, right?
I don't know. Do they?
Oh, I'm just gonna use my sling and just try to decimate one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Let me go to my sling. Where is it? It is right there. No modifier, right?
Nope. Oh, +1. Actually, you're in close range. But that's not gonna work.
Well, yeah.
That's not gonna do it. Arnie, what are you doing?
Arnie would like to move here behind the rock and Oakenshield.
Okay. And now they get to do their thing. So they are going to they're going to throw 2 more spears at Oakenshield. Go ahead and roll twice.
Oh, one hits me.
You get hit once. For 4 points of damage. And then
Why do they always run? Do these things have night vision?
all monsters have night vision.
Cavemen have night vision.
I just take it as that
Okay.
you guys were walking around with a lantern. They can see you.
Yeah, fair.
So
Why the hell were they walking around in the dark?
because they don't want to get eaten by predators. So they skedaddle, and they run off. They move pretty darn quick.
How could they take 2 actions?
They didn't take 2 actions. They threw their spear and moved, just like you can take an action and move. They're just they're just fast because they don't have any armor on.
Okay, true.
So they're pretty much butt naked. They got a loincloth on. So that enables them. If you had a loincloth on, you'd move a lot farther too.
Like Arnie.
Pretty much.
Which way did they go to?
They ran off this direction.
Okay. And which way do we need to go?
This direction.
Okay.
So before we move on, what I want to happen is roll a. I need someone to mess this one up. Tasso, go ahead and roll it.
Well, what dice?
D6. Don't roll low. Or do roll low. Yes!
Oh, God!
Sir. That's how we do it.
No!
You mean that's how I do it?
That's what I needed.
Tasso, why are you tassoing rolls?
All right. So, what are you guys going to do post-battle?
I would say let's just keep going.
I'm going to investigate the altar.
Okay. You can definitely spend some time looking at the altar.
I can't go there and go, hey, we should get going.
Yeah, but we gotta investigate this altar before we do.
Why?
Look at it. It's a blood sacrifice altar.
That's why we should get going before we're the one on it.
You do have a bad track record with sacrificial altars.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, you're not wrong. But I at least want to write down the scrawlings that are around it.
There's no scrawlings, so I'm talking that's kind of a piece of the artwork there. But yeah, there's no.
Oh, so there aren't any symbols around it?
No, because this is like a Neanderthal like thing. So I'm saying there might be some primitive cave drawing kind of stuff on it, like stick figure-ish.
Yeah, can I check for that at least?
Yeah, I'm talking. There's definitely some stick figure drawings on it.
All right. I guess we can go.
Arnie would like to move over here, if that's available.
Where?
Here to see over here.
I'm
Look
talking.
around. Arnie wants to look around.
Okay.
Really.
There's nothing in particular beyond it looks like this is some sort of sacred site basically, for these Neanderthals.
I would say let's go before there's more of them.
I'm with Tazo. Well,
Sure.
I'm with Oakenshield.
Sure, let's head out.
Arnie's with Oakenshield.
All right. So you guys are traveling, and you start hearing those noises, and there's seems like there's more of them. And they definitely seem to be headed in your direction.
Okay,
Did they attack us first? Or did Tasso just blind fire at them?
No, they went to attack you.
All right.
So
I want to ready my crossbow again. But keep going.
And already my sling.
I'll keep going kind of in the direction we need to go. Like over there.
All right, so you're moving that direction?
Yeah.
All right, so it's funneling you down into like a kind of a gully.
Are we going the direction we need to go to get to the place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what I need to do is I'm just going to transfer y'all over. So you start hearing a bunch of noises.
Oh, God. Maybe we shouldn't have gone out at night.
Go ahead.
Oh,
and
no,
put your
it's
characters
this map
in.
again.
I only have a couple maps, so go ahead and move your characters into the zone.
I'm guessing in this direction is where we will come from, right?
No, it's the opposite. You're headed that direction. So where you were at was behind you.
Yeah. So I guess
Arnie, are you on the map? I'm not seeing you, bud.
Yeah, my roll 20 is going pretty slow. So
Oh, okay.
here I am. I just refreshed it, so it should be good.
I'm going to try this one more time. See if I can get the dynamic lighting to work. All right. By chance, can y'all see more?
We can see
Not
to the
you.
green circle.
The two guys with dark vision.
I can see from here to here.
Yeah, that's
I
where
guess
you're supposed to be see anywhere. All right.
Yeah, here.
I will say that for the guys who have dark vision, you notice that there's a group of them up here, and you notice at least one of them that's over here.
All right.
So
How many are in the group?
Anywhere between 2 and 6.
how many are okay?
I would suggest we go towards the group because it kind of seems like they're baiting us into going towards that one, and they probably have like a pitfall trap or something.
So I want to go over here.
Yeah, towards the big group and just thrash them.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing. So
I'm gonna put away my sling and get my one of my war hammers ready.
I actually want to move there and fire my crossbow.
I guess
Okay, so you're going to move there, fire your crossbow. All right, go ahead and take the shot. Okay, you do 2 damage. And that guy is hurt. All right. And Arnie or Horace.
Okay. Arnie would like to move and back up Oak and Shield.
Okay. Horace?
How many can I move? 4?
4 or 8, depending on what you're doing.
1, 2, 3. I can go diagonal like this, right?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Alright. Then that's 4.
You can move 4 more, but you can't attack, right?
Right, but I'm not about to blindly rush into the enemy.
Yeah.
So you can see about that much now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess it's their turn. So, yeah, they're going to move in.
And basically, my action was to ready myself for combat in case any one of them got close, really. Oh. That's more than one.
Sure, you should move right there.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can't move anymore currently.
So they're going to throw spears at y'all. So there's 10 of them. So I'm going to say 4 are aimed at the 2 guys up front, and then Arnie, you're going to take 2 residual. So go ahead and everyone roll some dodges for me.
Do I get all?
You need to do, yep, that's good.
I think I
I see 1 for you, Tasso.
Yeah, possibly you need to roll 4 times in
did.
total.
I did 4.
I'm not seeing them.
Eric, why are you rolling so many?
Oh,
I'm just doing your first 2. So you get hit with Arnie. You're going to get a hit with 1 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You said you only seen 1 of mine?
Yeah, we're only seeing number 7.
Oh.
Yep.
Right.
You're going to take 7.
Oh, wait. We see him. Oh,
Fuck.
okay.
Oakenshield.
Got a nat 1.
You know,
Because my other one I rolled but not going through was a
you're going
19.
to take 2 points of damage, but one of the spears catches your crossbow and it snaps the string. So you cannot use your crossbow at the moment.
Okay.
So you take 2 points of damage. Arnie, I don't know if you caught it. You took 7 as one of them like goes deep into your shoulder.
Wait, how much does he take?
7.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah. The 3 that did not go through for some odd was a 19, 7, and 11.
All right, next round. Horace, go ahead and roll a d6 for initiative.
Oh, no. Okay.
I rolled a 1. Oh, I should ask, are you casting?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all can
We
choose
can
to
finally go first for once.
What would y'all like to do? Or you can let them go first.
How about we get over to here so that we can just have like or we can do that.
What?
I was thinking Tasso right here, Arnie right here, and I'm right here, so that we can just have like a a spear point wall where they can't get in behind us. Because if we stay where we are right now, we're going to get hit from both sides.
Guys, you don't have this long to think about in combat, so do something or I'm going to start making moves with my people.
Yeah.
Why don't we dip? Run away.
I'm attacking this one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. Ooh. That guy is dead, so you split his head open.
I'm going to rush past Tasso
Mm-hmm.
and just try to wallop this man with a hammer.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Warhammer.
Bam.
18. It's
That
a
definitely
6.
hits. All right, so he takes a large crack to the skull. His head is definitely not doing well, but they have a pretty thick cranium, being Neanderthals and all. So he's still up. He's not looking great, but he's still there. Arnie, what are you doing?
Arnie would actually like to down his potion of speed.
Okay.
Are you running away?
No.
Okay. You down the potion of speed.
And then move here.
Okay.
He can attack twice after that, right?
Correct.
So he'd like to attack this one. And after if this guy's dead. Well, yeah, attack this guy.
Okay. Roll to hit.
You're attacking that guy twice?
No.
Yeah, let's kill it. So that's one less.
Yeah, fair. Okay. What is he using to attack, by the way? Oh,
Dragon
alright. Dragonheart. Alright.
Boom. All right, so that guy's dead.
And then your second attack?
What is it?
Can I
I'll let you take one step up and attack again
Yeah.
because you got the potion of
Um,
speed.
Could I actually switch to my polearm and use that as my move?
Yep, you can switch to your polearm, but you'd stay there and you wouldn't get an attack.
All right.
Okay, so now you're polearm in it. All right. You do have to drop Dragonheart though to do that.
Oh, okay.
Sheathing's an action. Just dropping it isn't an action.
Why don't you sheath it? Because you could just take it out next turn and attack with it. Same turn.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. All
Just
right.
in case we have to run.
Their turn. Let's do. Holy shit!
What?
Are you kidding me?
Did they get a 1?
All right. The dice are what they are. Okay. Whoop. They take off. Oh, hold on.
Oh no!
I don't think you guys get the ramifications of what happened here.
They got nat ones, didn't they?
No. They didn't get a nat 1. They got a Tasso.
Yeah.
They tossoed their what is it, confidence roll or oh god.
There was 30 of them here. 30.
30 of them?
Is that super speedy Arnie made him run away?
30.
All 30 are running?
Yep. You guys brained a couple. there's certain points that you test for morale, and what is it? First kill, 50% dead, leader dead, stuff like that. That's when like you test. So I was like, all right, well, a couple guys got brained. I'm giving them bonuses. Don't worry, they'll be fine. And then I.
Wait, you gave that bonus?
So that's fun.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Shit, that's great.
Professor, how does it feel now to toss to it?
Oh, it doesn't feel good. That's what I'm gonna say.
How does?
Doesn't feel good.
No, that wasn't just a tosso. That was a tosso of an armada.
So, what is it? You guys managed to find on some of the two dead that you had. Like one of the dead guys that you have is like a chieftain, and he's actually got some jewelry on him that is probably worth a decent amount of money. So it looks like they probably have been robbing people like that come up and down the mountain, and they probably took some jewelry off of them.
Oh, so that's why they ran. We killed their chief.
Yep. That's how we're
I
going to
can take it. I can take it if you guys want me to.
Arnie killed him, so I think Arnie should take it.
I killed one too.
Which one is the chieftain? Is it this one or that one?
It doesn't matter. There's two pieces of jewelry though.
Arnie takes one. Tazo takes one.
Son of a! I was so. I only rolled 2 for the random encounter, and I'm like, oh man, it's a random encounter. Only 2 of them, and there's 3 of them. They're just gonna wipe the floor. I'm like, all right, well, these guys are gonna run because they got attacked. They're outnumbered. They failed their test on the last one. They're gonna get out of there. And then I'm like, well, if they roll another random encounter, I'm gonna go ahead and just say that the tribe shows up, like to do this, like, and there can be anywhere between 10 and 40. So I rolled 30 of them. And then they beat feet.
What's is it the necklace, like a ring or what? That was on them.
What is it? Basically, it looks like so you've got one that's got like a big, big, but probably about the size of a thumbnail diamond on it. So it's like a gold necklace with some like filigree, and it's got a little tiny diamonds and a big diamond in the middle. And then you've got another piece of jewelry that appears to be multicolored. So it's almost like a rainbow effect. So you've got like emeralds and rubies and stuff like that that give it a rainbow effect.
And that was necklace too?
Yep, 2 necklaces.
Yeah, I'll take the rainbow one.
All right. Arnie can take the necklace. All right, Arnie got the diamond necklace. So diamond and gold necklace?
I screwed up too. Son of a beehole. I
What
screwed up.
happened?
I rolled double ones. That's actually the best morale they can get. You need to roll low, not high. High is bad. I'm not gonna undo it at this point. But yeah, it was so like double ones. I was like, oh shit, they double one. That's bad. Like actually, no, that's really good.
Hey, Professor.
You guys lucked out on my being dumb.
Hey, Professor.
What's up?
That was 2 years worth of
Tasso.
building.
It's true. All right. So your characters are going to make it to Stonehell, and you're going to be able to rest, and that's fine. We'll go from there. You guys did take some damage though, so
I'm gonna, as we're walking, like actually before we leave, I'm gonna heal Arnie.
Thank you.
Okay.
So,
I made new rules for out of combat healing. It's on our house rule sheet, and I adjusted it. Basically, you roll with advantage out of combat for healing with magic.
Oh.
So roll 2d6 and then you add 1. So take the best of the 2d6s and add 1. So
Well, he gets 7 points back.
yeah, I think healing should be a little more effective out of combat. In
So
combat,
7 points.
Yep.
Yeah, you get 7 points back. You get the entire amount you got damaged.
Cool. Thank you, bro.
So-
Tassa, did you get damaged at all?
You're now a good member of the team.
But
Did you get damaged at all, Tasso?
yes,
How much?
6.
Yeah, I'll heal you. I only got 3 damage.
Well, it's 23 out of 29, so
You get 5 back.
okay.
Nice.
All right. So, real quick, 30. You get 200 XP each.
Oh, wow.
And remember, if you have a 10% bonus, 2 of you do. Arnie doesn't. 200 XP each.
Well, I only have, what is it? I have less than 1,500 to go.
Yeah,
Below
but
4.
if you guys get back to civilization with that jewelry and sell it, you might be able to get some.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to call it a night. We'll start in Stonehell on Tuesday. Okay? We need to. We'll talk about the schedule. We'll take it offline. I'm just going to stop the recording now. So.